just got the first response back from the lawyers regarding the lease. Here's the email. There we go. Yeah, so you can see they definitely put their time into it. So I went through and I read all of their proposed responses, and for the most part they've agreed with, I'd say, like 70% of everything that I requested. So far that's good. So they're definitely willing to work with me on this lease, which is awesome. I went through and line by line, wait for this thing to clear out, there we go. And you can see how most of these things, like these ones here say agree, these little ones. So most of them we're pretty much on the same page with. There's a few still outstanding. They mainly just have to do with blanket clauses. Like they want to keep the, well, if we decide to change what the the monthly dues are for what you have to pay for the shopping center, to be in the shopping center, you still have to pay that now. So I still disagree with that. They're telling me that they're not going to make any changes, significant changes, like regarding the parking or the common areas. So I'm just asking them to put that part in writing, and then I'll be fine with that. They're telling me that they're going to strictly enforce employee parking zones and fine me $100 a day accordingly, and that will be enforced, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I'm not going to agree to it unless you specifically tell me where employee parking is, because they're trying to tell me that they'll tell me as it is and it may change from time to time, and that doesn't flow with me. I want everything written out and agreed to beforehand. They want to keep their loophole clause, that one at the very end. They're saying adherence to all of the shopping center's rules and regulations expected across all tenants. We do not make exceptions. Landlord must retain right to amend them accordingly. Any modification will benefit all tenants applicable across the board equally. Well, that's great, but they can still put me out of business by just saying, oh, well, if you do anything that causes blood to be shown or something, you're not allowed, or who knows, or if you cause pain to clients, you're not allowed, and then my business goes under and I still have to pay them the lease. So I'm asking them to include something that says, like, tenant is excluded if amendment impacts primary source of income for tenant, or tenant reserves the right to terminate lease. I need something in there that says if they put a rule that basically says my business is no longer acceptable, then I don't have to pay the lease, I can leave. They're telling me that they still need a personal guarantor because they want someone to stick behind the business, and I'm telling them that's great, but I have nothing to do with this. This is a business transaction. It's going under my business name. It's going under, has nothing to do with me. I'm fronting it, but it's a business transaction. So we'll have to work something out with that, because I'm not putting my name. So if they want to come after me, they can sit there and tell me, oh, now they can sue me and try to take my house. Yeah, I don't think so. Because worst case scenario, I want to be able to bankrupt my company and walk away from it should necessary, and not have to worry about it, and I want them to be able to come after me. Other than that, everything else is agreed to, so I'm going to send this out, and I'm probably going to get a response back hopefully by the end of the week, so things are looking good. I might actually get this shop on the road. Oh, next steps though, once we agree to this, then I have to work on rent negotiations, because right now they're telling me they want about $3,000 for everything. I just found out that Ramon, the guy that owns a store right next door to me, the same amount of storefront space, is paying $2,300 a month, all inclusive. So we're gonna do some rent negotiation. Granted, it was 5 years ago, but still, that's a huge leap for 5 years. Until next time, I'm Adam. You're watching Body Mod TV. We're getting closer.